Hey everybody, it's Emily, the Crazy Worm Lady. I am here today with a Urban Worm Bag 2 update. This is going to be our first update on the Urban Worm Bag 2, so this is week 1. So I wanted to get over to the bin and show you guys what's going on. Alright guys, so I just got this opened up. There was one guy climbing on the side, and there is something that I'm not quite sure what it's all about. It looks like they've been climbing all the way up around the edges here, and I'm not quite sure what that means for what's inside the bin if there's a problem. So I wanted to get started here. Well, whatever it is, it doesn't seem like it was a problem. They're all over those melon rinds. Actually looks really good. So let's lift up these melon rinds. I'm going to keep it zoomed in for you guys. Whoa. If that isn't an awesome sight, I don't know what is. How awesome is that? Great worm ball there, and actually it goes even deeper. Look at this. I think these guys were mighty hungry with me neglecting them like I said I was. They just look absolutely amazing. Get up under the light here. See some babies there. We have worms of all sizes. They look absolutely incredible. So whatever the explorers were doing, it certainly doesn't seem like it was a problem, because these worms are simply going to town on all of it. Trying to get this baby off my hand. So let me zoom out for a second here. All right, so. Oh my gosh, guys, they are all over this banana too. Look. Absolutely gone. I think I had more worms than I thought I did, because this is a solid mass, guys. Just the entire ball of worms. I don't think it gets any better than that. So absolutely excellent signs going on in here right now. We are just loaded and loaded and loaded with worms. I'm gonna throw these down again, mix these guys up a bit. See if there's anything over here to look at. Just still so many worms. Holy cow. I had no idea. I mean, I just didn't have any idea. So this is incredible. I'm gonna get a better light so we can see a bit better. And we're gonna give these guys another feeding and add a good amount of bedding as well. And they left this cantaloupe rind. It's crazy. Sorry guys, I can't get over the worm porn going on today. They're just eating this from the inside out. So no, they're not completely finished with it, but the fact that they're in such mass, I definitely think they still need a feeding. All right, so my new favorite thing in the whole wide world is putting this old table lamp into my bins. It just creates so much more good lighting. And until I commit and buy a backlight that will give me better lighting, this works just fine. So I have a basket full of bedding, and I'm going to dump it here. Just cardboard, newspaper, the usual combination of stuff that I use in my bins. And since we do have so many worms and we're going to be feeding them you know, relatively frequently. We want to make sure that we keep bedding in here so we don't end up with a moisture control issue. So I'm just filling a little bit more than a half of this side over here. And I actually have 2 more bananas. Just happened to be what I had. Or I had it unzipped already. Never mind. Hold on here. I actually had myself prepared and I messed it up anyway. Alright, so this is not completely defrosted. It's still a little bit cold in the middle. You can see some of that frost on it, but it's soft enough. As you can see, I can puncture holes in it pretty easily with my hand. So, I'm gonna lay these out here. And I made a mix of eggshell, and what else was in there? Eggshell, neem cake, diatomaceous earth, and some kelp meal that I had. And I'm going to use that kind of as my buffer, bug control, kind of all-in-one mixture. So it's not a worm chow, but it's kind of to use to control the bug populations as well as provide grit and nutrients for the worms. So let me get a little scoopful of that and we will add it in here and we'll top it all off with our shredded newspaper. Right. Just gonna add a nice healthy amount of this all the way across the top. And I'm sure somebody's gonna ask me the question, so I'll try to answer it now. No, neem cake does not, diatomaceous earth does not work when wet, but it does have some nutrient value. And so I've just added it to my mix because of that purpose, for that purpose. And I'm doing this whole top feeding method and then using this as my barrier because just like you saw today, when the worms were right at the surface, it's very easy to see them, see how they're doing. And kind of with these continuous flow throughs, since they zip completely shut, it's ideal to do because that way you know everything beneath is constantly getting composted as you move up the layers. You know, you lay a little bedding down, the food, they eat it, you go on to the next level, you know, bedding, food, like lasagna, up and up and up. So that's going to be my plan for this bin, but I wanted to bring you guys along for this update. I am super, super excited. I had no idea I had that many worms, guys. So even though there was food left, we gave them 2 bananas. I think this will last them until my next update, but I did want to let you guys know that that's why it's important to, you know, spread out your feedings and get a feel for how much they can eat before you add more and more and more food and overload the bin. I think this is excellent level right now. So let me know what you think. Drop your comments below. Like this video, subscribe if you'd like some more content from me, and I'll be back with you guys real soon for an update. Thanks for joining me.